Good afternoon, and current time now is 3:07 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm Steve Cooper from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm so glad to have my friends to watching this YouTube channel, as well as those of you that are been watching this really strong storm system. Got some breaking news for you. Just been informed earlier that the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma, has issued a moderate risk of severe weather. And I want to go ahead and get right down to the point here. This is for Minnesota, southern Minnesota, and the Iowa area. If you're in Iowa, especially in southern Minnesota, be aware, dangerous situation headed your way. Let's go ahead and look and see what we're looking at here. That way we can get you all caught up and alert of the latest situation. Want to go ahead and look at some of the latest features I have. Here's the front that we've been watching for the past couple of days. It's a very strong stationary boundary, if you will. It continues to move from northwest to southeast across the plains, and it's strengthening as time follows. Now, as time allows, this front is going to continue to strengthen, and as it does so, I expect a maintained severe weather system from the plains and in through the Tennessee Valley this weekend. I do not expect the system to weaken at all. I want to go and switch horses and kind of show you the moderate risk area the Storm Prediction Center is talking about in that orange reddish shade circle there. There you see that moderate risk area. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and point it out to you. It's in that red circle zone, that pinkish reddish circle zone around Minnesota. Southern Minnesota is in this threat. This is southern Minnesota here. And then you have Wisconsin, south and western Wisconsin, northwest Chicago, and then you have also portions of eastern Kansas on down into Oklahoma. This is where the threat for severe weather is continuing to set up. Now, I'm going to go and switch horses, and I want to show you exactly the wide length of this threat. Again, you've got this moderate risk area up here, and then you have the slight risk area down here. But I want to go ahead and tell you right now, if you're doesn't matter if you're in the moderate risk area or if you're in the slight risk area, you want to pay close attention because this is a very tricky weather pattern, and do not, I repeat, do not let it catch you off guard as this storm system moves through, okay? Make sure you listen to the weather radio and for important weather information as it is passed along. Now, let me go ahead and go into review here. When the Storm Prediction first had the outlook for Friday, they had a significant chance for severe weather. This was yesterday's outlook, and this was for a good portion of Kansas on up into Minnesota. Now, I was looking at the chances of severe weather possibly increasing throughout the time period, and the prediction was right on. As a matter of fact, the Storm Prediction Center has upped that risk to 45% in Iowa and parts and into Wisconsin and southern Minnesota through portions of Kansas and on down into Nebraska, southeastern Nebraska there. We're talking 30 to 45% chance for some severe weather. Now, there is a 15% and 5% chance of severe weather over northern Texas and a 15% chance of severe weather for Oklahoma. Now, another thing I want to kind of go ahead and show you is that the severe weather threat is not over once you get past this weekend. It's not over because as the front continues to draw southeast, want to go ahead and show you these dew point temperatures real quick. Take a look at these dew point temperatures. You're dealing with 60 and 70 degree dew point temperatures. So that's enough to feed this whole front as it moves and drives off to the southeast. So don't expect this front to weaken or drop off anytime soon. I do expect showers and thunderstorms to move into West Tennessee by Saturday night and then in through the rest of Tennessee by Sunday and perhaps into Monday. Another combination of this is the warm temperatures that you're dealing with too. Take a look at the warm temperatures. They've been in the 70s and 80s across portions of the southeast too. So that is a big cause of all this severe weather. Plus you got that strong cold front that is pushing its way across. And you and I, we all know, especially if you're a storm spotter, that cold air and warm air does not mix, especially when you get that strong shearing advance toward into the storm system. You want to be very highly careful about what is going to go on in the area. Now I want to go ahead and switch sources here and talk a little bit about Tropical Storm Karen, who is forecast to become a Category 1 hurricane. Now, here's the thing. As the front approaches Tennessee, let me see if I can't draw this real quick for you. That way it'll be more in English to you than anything. As this front approaches the Tennessee Valley, okay, you have Tropical Storm Karen here to become a hurricane sometime Saturday as she goes into the Gulf Coast. Now, the storm can either take a northerly turn straight into Tennessee, or it could take a northwesterly turn back into Dallas, Texas, and the western coast there, or it can take a straight northeasterly curve out back to sea. But the winds, the way the winds are going, she's going to move from the Gulf Coast through the Tennessee Valley and out to the coast. That's how things are going to be for now, and you're looking at that potential throughout the weekend. So not only are we dealing with severe weather as that potential, but we are also dealing with the potential for Tropical Storm Karen, as she could become a Category 1 hurricane as she follows through. So we're going to keep you updated of all the severe weather information, including that we get new from the National Weather Service. I know it's going to be a busy week for a lot of you. I know it's going to be a busy weekend. Best you could do is just stay appealed. Keep your eyes on your local news channel, on your local weather, if you will, and please do not catch yourself off guard by any means, as this is going to be a mean, lean storm system, and you don't want to get caught off guard. Let's look at some history here. This is actually some history from a storm system that approached in October the 28th, 2008, and here, October the 28th, 2010, sorry about that. There you see that cold front, the cold front we're talking about now, and how much severe weather has been produced by that back then. 19 states were impacted by this front, and I'm afraid that 19 states are going to be impacted by this front, and there were 500 severe weather reports along the front, 6 EF2 tornadoes, and this was there were 69 tornado counts here, and this is all along and ahead of that front. There was an EF tornado in Chickamauga, Tennessee, an EF2 tornado in Patron, Illinois, and an EF2 tornado in Buckland, Ohio. Also around as the front approached the Carolinas, an EF2 tornado in Cluster Springs, Virginia. So a not so good situation there as severe weather develops in 2008 or 2010. We're now headed into 2013, and we're starting to see that result. So once again, if you're in Minnesota, Iowa, also Wisconsin there, look out for that potential. You could be dealing with some really hefty weather. We're talking potential for some large hail, damaging winds, tornadoes. Now remember, if you are placed at all under a severe thunderstorm or tornado watch, a severe thunderstorm or tornado watch means basically that severe thunderstorms or tornadoes are possible in the watch area. If you're in or close to the watch area, you need to be more on the lookout for the potential for some developing severe weather. Now, if a warning is issued, by any means, let's say your county or parish gets put under a warning means basically that severe weather is imminent or occurring, that you want to seek shelter immediately, go to a basement or interior room, depending on if it is a severe thunderstorm or tornado. Now, just because it's only a severe thunderstorm, that doesn't mean you're completely out of the woods, because severe thunderstorms can rapidly produce tornadoes, especially those with near tropical storms or hurricane systems, with little or no warning. That's about all I have for you for now. Just stay tuned to Twistcast Storm Team, and we will keep you updated of this latest severe weather situation. Time frame for the severe weather to develop, I talked with meteorologist David Moran, and he expects the possibility of this severe weather to develop sometime after 2 p.m. Central Daylight Time on Friday. Stay safe, stay alert, and we will keep you updated.